guys, it's Rose. Welcome back to Journeys in Time and welcome if you're new. So today I am doing a flip through-ish of this beauty. Some of you may recognize this. I started working on this actually about 2 years ago and I'm only just getting to finish it. So yeah, it's been a while in the making and I was actually dreading going back to it, but once I finally did, I actually really enjoyed finishing it, so, that's good. I do love the actual piece itself. It's not a journal, it is a lapbook, if you haven't seen it already, and done in Gothic style. And this is going to be a gift for a friend of mine. So I have her name on the nameplate here. So let's get into it, okay? So, obviously, large cover from an encyclopedia. Okay, and I just used the whole cover, didn't cut it down. I took the spine off it. The spine was falling off it. So that came out. And it's got another attachment at the back, which we'll open in a little while. It has a cupboard doorknob as a little kind of, it's not a closure, it's not closed, but just as an accent, I guess. Beautiful vintage Gothic lady inside, frame, a wooden frame painted black, and I don't know if you can see, but it has got some gemmy gems on the front. Okay, so if we get into it now, I'm going to do my best to show you all of this. I've adjusted my camera and all that sort of stuff, and I will try to hold things up to you as much as possible. Okay, so this is the inside when you open it first. I've done a little kind of, don't know what you would call this. It's like a feature piece, I guess. Some leaves and feathers and a beautiful black cameo. That just came from a cheapy pair of earrings. And the other cover is done in a beautiful damask fabric and gorgeous red spine. And we open it up again and we have that on the inside back. And over here we have more goodies. So I'm going to show you this side first. That would be the obvious. So over here we have a little belt closure. It's a black velvet belt, and I just love black velvet with the Gothic theme. So, and red velvet as well. I'm very old school Gothic, I have to say. And it was kind of odd using pink, but I ended up really liking that. So yeah, bit of a departure. So this piece opens up like so. I'm going to have to pull this over a little bit. Opens up like so, and here we have a matchbook notebook. Well, I was calling this matchbook style. I'm not sure it actually is technically a matchbook style, but it is what it is. There is a tutorial, I think, for this on my channel. If I find the video, I will try to link it up here for you guys. So that is a notebook, a long, scrappy notebook, and it does slide out like so. And that's the page behind. So it's just a scrappy notebook. The inside covering the brad, and another decor piece down here covering that brad. So that's that. It's going to take a bit of maneuvering, I think, with this. I have a Lazy Susan on the desk there that I'm leaning the corner of this on, and it's just spinning itself around. But we'll do our best, Okay. That's that. And when we close it up, there are 3 pockets here, and they all have little journaling cards inside. And just in case you're wondering as well, guys, these images and things, these are actually a kit that I did myself. It was on my Etsy shop, and if I haven't got it on my Ko-fi shop by now, I will make sure to put it on there, most likely before the video goes out. But if you go to my Ko-fi shop and search for Gothic kit, this should come up. Okay, so we have the 3 pockets in there, and here we have a large pocket again with a very large tag with a beautiful Gothic looking dress and beautiful imagery on the back, and 3 little gemmy gems across here. I love the overlay of lace on this paper. Beautiful. It's not on the paper, it's actual lace that I overlaid on the paper. Okay, and this is just a decor piece down here. It's embossed paper inside. It's done with an embossing folder, and then the raised embossed part of that is embossed with embossing powder. So double embossed. Okay, so I'm not going to try to tie that properly right now because it's a little bit fiddly. So we'll leave it for now and I'll do it later. Okay, so up here, this is an envelope, and it is on magnets. So it's very easy to take it in and out. It's got a magnet closure. Beautiful gems again, really sparkly ones. And inside we have a couple of journaling tags. Or sorry, journaling cards. Beautiful, beautiful imagery again. This down here, it does have Memento Mori stamped into it. I'm not sure that will show up on camera. Stamped into the embossing powder. Love him. He's absolutely fabulous. Love this. I did put the stamp on there, and I'm in love with how it came out. It's a little bit crooked, but I don't mind that. And this one as well, a little pop of red there, and some crows or ravens on the back. They pop in there, lovely magnetic closure, and it just kind of falls into place on the magnets, or it should. There. Okay, so down here we have some slot pockets with just some bits and pieces of ephemera. And another piece in here, and this is a pull out, like so, journaling on both sides, and that pops back in there. And this is actually a flip as well, so we have some creepy gothic girlies in here. I think they may be twins, and a little flippy notebook again. Okay, so that is that side done. In the middle we've got these 3 bottles. Now, these came just as clear plastic little bottles. And I actually realised I meant to seal these with wax, and I think I will go back and seal them with wax. And I have grunged the bottle itself using alcohol ink. Now, this was alcohol ink that I made myself from an alcohol... Was it an alcohol marker I used for that, I think? And I just sprayed it in there, swirled it around till most of it had dried, and it just came up nice and grungy on the glass. This one says... egg sacs of a black widow spider. Creepy. And I don't know, is that focusing? Let's see. Doesn't seem to want to focus on that, does it? On the inside, I have done some egg sacs of a black widow spider. I don't know if the black widow spider eggs actually look like this. I did look them up, and they were something similar, I guess. So all I did for those was I took some cotton buds, or Q-tips, or cotton swabs, as you might say in America. I sliced the cotton part off of the stick and just dyed them with different colour kind of inks and things like that. And I did put touches of glue in there just to kind of arrange them. So that's that. Very creepy. The next one up, we have grave cloth of a murderer. I should have said grave cloth of a murdered man. I think that would be better, but you know, it doesn't want to focus when I have it that close. I'm sorry, guys. And on the inside, I don't think I'll be able to show you this, but on the inside, I had taken some cheesecloth and just dyed it kind of black and brown and all different. You can see it if you hold it up to the light. So when the person gets it, they will actually be able to hold it up and see that there is something in there. So that's that one. And the top one is feather of a newly hatched raven. And again, like that, I have the bottle done, and if you hold it up to the light, you might actually be able to see part of it there. You can actually see that there is a small black feather in there. Okay, so I was just searching for gothic-y things that I could put in the bottle, and I didn't want to go kind of potions and stuff like that. Blood was kind of too on the other side of it, so that's what I came up with. Really enjoyed coming up with that, actually. Okay, so over to this side, the middle, and here again we have another small envelope on with magnets, and inside we have just a journaling card. Oh, that needs sticking down again. Glad I opened that, with a beautiful lily on it, and it's a journaling card. So that pops back in there, and it sits on its magnets. And I just did a little kind of an oval of some grungy paper and one of the pieces from the kit with some lace. And that is covered in damask. It's like jelly paper. I don't have any of it left. I'm so sad. But that goes in there. Again, another one of those long notebooks. And it is, again, on a belly band. Oh, no, this one isn't. Sorry, my apologies. This one is on magnets. So it's another one of those long belly bands. I have kind of collaged on the back just to have some interest when these pieces come out. So on this one we can see I have a little spider charm. Gorgeous. I love how this came out. Absolutely beautiful. And that was an addition to from when I came back to it. I just felt that this part was too plain, so I wanted to put something on there. Just black rose petals that I got in the crafty shop, and an embossed piece of paper, inked red. And on the inside again, we have a piece covering that magnet, and again, just a scrappy notebook. So while it's not a journal, there is plenty of writing space in here. That flips up, magnet closure again, and it slips onto its magnets. Okay, so up here we have, now I did actually make a small journal. It's more like a notebook than a journal, I guess. So if you can see this piece here, it's a glass cabochon, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up. Can you see that kind of ghostly face inside? That actually came from one of the kit pages. I just had her kind of ghosting in beside a window or something. And I thought it looked very cool, kind of a ghost looking down on the ancestors, or the descendants, I guess, maybe. Ancestor and descendant. But this here, back in Victorian times, they used to actually take pictures of the dead. And this is one such picture, as far as I'm aware. It may actually be from a movie, now that I'm looking at it. But still, whichever way it is, very, very cool image. So I thought that was really cool on there. This actually was covered with a napkin. And on the inside, I've done a little bit of decorating. Some more of that damask paper. And stamping, that's a fold out. Raven. Some more stamping. Just little bits throughout. Just to give it a little something something. A rose. And stamping, and Gothic window. And our guy on the back. I think he's really cool. A lot of people would think he's very freaky and very creepy altogether, but I think he's really cool. It comes from some sort of masonry. It's like a gargoyle or something. Anyway, I like him. So that slips in there on that belly band. The belly band is double layered. It's one that I had cut a long time ago on my Cricut. And it was lying around in my stash, and I used one or two of them for a previous project, and I still had some left. So what I did, I just embossed this. They were only on white paper. I just embossed this in black and laid it onto a piece of scrapbook paper. I think that's actually Tim Holtz paper, and put it down as a belly band. I think it looks really, really awesome. So that's that. This is covered in glossy accents as well. I forgot to mention that. Okay, down here we have an envelope flip and some sort of a gem that's not supposed to be there. Come out. Don't know where that one came from. Anyway, okay, so we have a creepy foot. This doesn't have anything on it. Chris can write on it herself if she prefers. So we have a flip that way, we have a flip that way, and then we have a flip that way. And at the bottom, we have another pocket with some journaling space inside. Okay. Now I did some bloody paper there. It's the only bit of blood in it. Blood. But they live in there. Like so. R.I.P. And I'm going to go back to the front of the flip so we can see what's inside. Some journaling cards. Fab fab. Memento Mori. Slips in there. Another favourite page from the kit. It's owls in the background and a lace overlay with some script and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Liked doing that. I really enjoyed actually making this kit, I have to say. And I did license some images for it. Just FYI. So this one, I love this page as well. That was one of my own images, my own finds. And this opens up completely. It's not an actual envelope. Got a journaling card. Little satin ribbon, satin bow. And writing space here at the back, and I've left this as a writing space also. Can you see that? So they live in there. We've got Edgar Allan Poe with a skelly and a skull. I just added this flower. That's part of the kit. I think everything on here is actually part of the kit, which is great. Paper as well. And inside we have another couple of journaling cards. Our bat, spiderweb. Kind of enjoyed how that came out as well. Like so, and like so. Just made a little scene on the back. This is all kind of embossed in the back, and these kind of scuddy clouds across the moon are embossed as well. So yeah, really had fun making that. And they pop in here. That paper came from a paper pad, as did the blue. Here we go. So I used what I had in my stash as well as the kit. I kind of augmented the kit with some pieces from my stash. Okay, so on this side, we've got a flip out. Now this just keeps this kind of in place, stops it flapping around. We have a pocket here with a couple of journaling cards. Love these papers. I did some wax resist papers, and this was one of them. I love how they came out. Really enjoyed those as well. And a piece on the back, and yeah, I showed you that. Yeah, they pop back into that pocket. And on this side, love the creepy house. We have more. We have more collage in the back. Bram Stoker's Dracula journal page or journaling card, and another journaling card. Very esoteric looking. I like this little collage piece down here. It's just a piece of paper and a stamp, but I think it looks really cool. So that is that. And I love the creepy spiders inside this envelope. I'm getting my creep on. Creepy is fun. I like creepy. Okay, so then that is back into the center. This closes up. We turn it over, and we have the ribbon on the back, and we have the corset laced cover down here. There is a video on my channel about that. Again, I will link it up here for you guys. And this just opens up. It's got a lobster claw on it, and inside everything in here is removable because can't actually fold this back flat. Okay, so we have an envelope, and just so you can see the background here, take this out as well for you. Okay, and I'll close this up to have a look at this piece. So this is openable, and it is a notebook on the inside. I just have a piece of ephemera slipped in there, and it's a notebook done with a corset lace stamp, which I thought was really cool. We tie that back up again. That again, we have a couple of charms. We have a parasol and a skull, and again we have magnets for that. And we have a couple of journaling cards in here. Love that embossing folder. That's those. And down here we have another couple of cards. And a fabulous image of a spooky graveyard. I love that image. You can't see that. There you go. Spooky graveyard. Fabulous. So that is my Gothic Lapbook done and dusted. Finished, sent out, gifted and received, and thoroughly enjoyed it, even if it did take me 2 years. But there were reasons for that. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Would I do another one? Maybe, possibly. Not as big. I wouldn't use a cover as large as this. I may do smaller ones, but I certainly wouldn't do a cover this large. Unless I had a particular thing in mind, maybe. I don't know. I guess at the bottom line is never say never. Who knows? All right, but that is it from me for today, guys. And thanks for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you all very, very soon in the next video. Bye.